What's going on? Shango Ray here. Before we get started, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if we forgot to mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. The topic of this video is called Eat Your Inner Bitch. Spiritual autophagy. Okay, I know some of you are like, what? Yeah, we're going to get into that right now. But before we do, listen, it's actually becoming an unexpected bestseller. What am I talking about? That is the Your Name Here spelled in a bottle. The only spell bottle of its kind that is basically the oil itself is a spell. So every time you apply it to yourself, and remember, it's created for you, it's customized precisely for you based on your zodiacal influences, any numerology, that of your birth date, a host of other things. And of course, there's a thorough divination on even just the creation of it for you so that it serves you to the best of its possible ability. Okay, it's almost like a mojo bag, but it's like I said, it's a 4 ounce bottle of oil. Comes with a little roll-on 10 milliliter that you can keep refilling with the bigger bottle. I'm telling you, this will last you months. Okay, so if you have a particular area of your life that you want to hedge your bets in, i.e., maybe it has to do with finances and abundance. Maybe you just want more luck, okay, more opportunities in different areas. Maybe you want to be more magnetic, more attractive to, I would say the opposite sex, but this is 2020, so whoever types of person you are attracted to, whatever the case is, spiritual power, okay, protection, you name it, it's there for you, okay? So, anyways, that's available, okay? And like I said, we even get implements from you, Border gets implements from you to use in your oil, okay? And I do have to warn you, all right? You want to be very specific about your intent because you're going to start seeing major synchronicities and opening doors and channels in the area that you chose to have the oil made for you for, okay? So all I'm saying is be sure that you really want it, okay? And to celebrate, we got Father's Day coming up very soon. So rather than put out just one coupon, our genius Bora Ray put out 3 different coupons, okay? So actually, these are more promo codes. So that way you can save while you are working your magic, okay? Because when you get this oil, you're definitely working your magic. And in my opinion, it's also been termed the laziest way you could do your magic, to work your magic, is to wear your magic, okay? So I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. You definitely want to check this out. Available at Bora's Bruja Boutique, okay? I would read the promo codes, but don't worry about that. If you want the promo codes, just check in the description box and you will see it there, okay? So the topic of this video is about eating your inner bitch, okay? Spiritual autophagy, okay? Now, first of all, I know many of you are saying, Shanga, what the hell is autophagy? Okay. Well, some of you know, maybe not, but I've recently reconnected with fasting again. Okay. So when you fast in the physical, your body, when you fast anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours, that's a very prime time slot of time. Because what ends up happening is, due to the lack of food, what your cells, well, let me just read to you the description, and I'm like, yo, boom, of autophagy. The natural regulated mechanism of the cell that removes unnecessary and dysfunctional components. And basically what it does is it eats that shit, it grows stronger, and it grows other stronger functional parts. So I started meditating on this whole autophagy because I kept hearing about autophagy, and I'm like, you know what? This is a good video topic, okay? Because many of us have been kind of held back by these weaker parts, okay, that maybe we should consider eating, okay? And for the sake of this video, I have nicknamed these parts these regulated or these unnecessary or dysfunctional parts as the inner bitch, okay? Because the inner bitch doesn't want to change, it doesn't want to grow, it's very scared, okay? Everybody has an inner bitch, and it's up to each individual to face. Maybe you can befriend, maybe you only eat half the inner bitch, you know what I mean? Because, fear is a very powerful thing, like fire, and when used properly, it can be very productive. You can use fire properly to be destructive as well, but it can also be all consuming. And next thing you know, you're just a piece of ash, okay? If you're not careful. So the reason why I'm making this video is because it's like I wanted to ask you, take a look at your life. What areas would you like to improve? Or even if you just looked at yourself as a person. And remember, you are a spiritual being, occupying this avatar you call a body, having a human experience, pretending to be human, you know, pretending and forgetting so much important shit. And it's like, hey, I think I'll come down here in 3 dimension on Earth during 2020 of all fucking times and pretend I'm a human. Yay. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember. Sometimes I even question that. Like, what fucking sense is that? The only thing that I can do is just forget and remember. But that's a whole other topic. Um, but even when it came down to fasting physically, I shied away from it for a long time because my inner bitch kept having these flashbacks of the last time that I was fasting. And this isn't necessarily a video per se about fasting, okay? But last time, when you look up and research fasting, you hear a bunch of people talking about how all the benefits, how your mind gets clearer when your stomach gets emptier, how your thinking, your clarity, everything, you get in like these flow states a lot more easier. And I was like, well, the last time I was fasting, yeah, my clarity was on point too. My clarity was focused on when the fuck can I eat, you know? And just it was more than about the eating, because the eating was I was using the eating to kind of pacify myself either when I was bored, kind of like emotional eating, if you will, as opposed to fully experiencing whatever the hell was going on. A lot of us do the same things, but in many different ways. You can use all kinds of shit. You can use drugs, TV, internet, sex, YouTube, food, whatever. Okay, you could even do something like you can even use studying. A lot of people have been criticized for this and called out because, and it's true, you could, instead of actually getting your hands dirty, quote unquote, and like actually experimenting and living and starting to integrate certain things that you're learning about, you could be the armchair theorist and just always read about it and only have an intellectual understanding about it. But in order to grow, we must get out of our comfort zone, okay? The inner bitch does not want to, once the inner bitch is planted in a comfort zone, it will fight tooth and nail to get out of that, okay? Unless you can somehow get it to the point where being uncomfortable is your comfort zone, okay? Make paradox your friend, okay? That type of thing. But so where in your life do you may feel, I'm sure there's plenty of things you want to do that you're not doing now, because you're afraid or because of something else that you feel you either may be denied, okay? Another example is meditation. A lot of people don't want to meditate because it's uncomfortable. What's uncomfortable? The thoughts in their head. I know before when I would go to meditate, I'd hear these critical voices being like, you need to do something. You're just sitting here. You need to do something, and it's like, I am doing something, nothing. And I've already told myself for 15 minutes, this is what the fuck I'm doing. Okay? So back up off me. But people don't want to deal with certain, there's each one of you, every single one of you has a chink in the armor, a weak spot somewhere where it's like if you just, there it is, and we shy away from the uncomfortable parts of these weak spots. you know Other people may look at you and be like, man, you're so disciplined, you're so this, you're so that, but everybody has them areas that they, I don't think so, I don't want to deal with that today. And today turns into a month to a year to half a lifetime, depending. So the topic, the purpose of this video is just to get you thinking on what parts of your inner bitch can you feast on. And certain tools like our magical oils, the quantum bruja dolls, these are all designed to help facilitate you, to move you out of the space that you claim you don't want to be in, the space of being the person you claim you don't want to be no more, into the space that you actually, are choosing to be. Because what's keeping you out of there is a lot of times not even made known to you. You don't even know that you don't know what's stopping you. And through exploration, through just pushing your envelope just a little bit. You don't have to fucking build Rome in a day. It's just a little bit. You will be surprised. You'll start discovering things about yourself. Your true, I don't even want to say your true self. That's another whole video. Like, what is actually a true fucking self? Who's to say you just got one? But anyways, pushing past these different layers of limitations, be that for some type of physical payout, uh, you know, or be that for some type of mental or more intangible payout. Because, for example, with the fasting, it was also a declaration of self control. I know me personally, certain things that required a commitment, required some self discipline, I would rebel against because I felt like it trapped me. And I was like, I want to be free, I don't want to have to this and that. I want to just be free. But once again, we're living in a realm where paradox reigns supreme. In order to have real, true freedom, you have to have discipline. You can't have it any other way, or else nothing's ever going to get done. Nothing's ever going to get accomplished. Um, Resistance is your friend. As much as we want to move all resistance, you wouldn't be able to build up a lot of shit. You wouldn't be able to fly a plane. You wouldn't be able to grow muscles. You wouldn't be able to do so many things without resistance. Okay, so understand that it's going to be there. But the point of this is not necessarily what can you fast or sacrifice that will grow your spiritual strength. Okay? Because a lot of us have a lot of outdated shit, unnecessary shit, okay? Especially if you come from a religious background, unnecessary shit. I mean, maybe it was necessary for you because maybe you chose to come down here so you can overcome that and yum, 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 eat that bullshit to make you, you know, the latest and greatest version of yourself. If you choose to be, okay? Shango right here. Peace and blessings. I may have a part 2 to this, but these are just some thoughts that was floating around my mind, man. Okay, it's floating around my mind. All right. Hope you are well. We missed the live yesterday. It was Wednesday, so apologies for that. We had a lot of things to do, and sometimes it just, it bees that way. It bees that way. Okay, so we will return again. Much love. Be sure to go to Bora's Bruja Boutique. Link in the description box also with all the different types of promo codes. Depending on what you're going to do, there is something for you. All right? So get your ass over there. Eat your inner bitch up so you can go over there and get the tools that are really going to make the biggest difference for you. Give you the most leverage. You need leverage. Okay? That's what you need, and that's what these tools will bring to you, okay? So see you over there, and see you on the next vid. Peace.